Kalen Patterson from Midwest Muscle. I'm here at Hifi Fitness in Chicago, and we are being buried in snow. And this place is open. There's plenty of people in here. I noticed they had a cheerleading class.
Yep, that's cheer aerobics. That's here on Sundays at 11, and Sundays at 11. So they rock it out with their fun colored pom poms and jam it. It's pretty awesome class. It's grown a lot. So
Now, with this new year, and we're not going to talk about the resolutions because everybody's got their own little stake on that. I want to make it a positive thing because I think if we're more supportive of the people that are joining, they'll be more supportive to stay in fitness and health. I noticed that you have a lot of things going out. New year for you, new projects, new goals. Could you speak on that?
sure. I feel like we've come as a society or as people, it's always been New Year's resolutions, and like we were talking about before, a lot of people now feel like the word resolution is this like faux pas, and it's such a bad thing to say because no one ever keeps them. So that's why I just make decisions. Like I decide this is what I'm going to do this year. Is that the same thing as a resolution? Fine. But if you don't like the word resolution, then don't start it at the beginning of the year. Be like, this is how I'm going to be, and or just make little things that you want to do. A lot of people that are here today, it's snowing out here like crazy. We've got about a foot right now, and
Yes.
people are traipsing in. There are people that are dedicated to something, whether it was something they decided to do last year or something that they've made a dedication to themselves. And I think that's what it all comes down to. Is it's not about anyone else. It's not about what other people want you to do. It's about dedicating to yourself and creating something better, whether it's you or anything else that you got going on. So I feel like for me, it's not necessarily gym time that I'm working with, but just myself, whether it's finding out about myself
Creating
or
a better you.
creating a better me. Yeah. So
Now, when you have this stuff going on, like I know there's some other things going on in your life. You got custom body shop, you've got the family life, and this is basically your downtime. So you got things going on. Other than fitness, you have a life outside of it, and like we were talking about earlier, balance is very important. Without mind, you don't have body. Without body, you don't have a better mind. There has to be some kind of happy medium.
absolutely. And it's something that it's not very easy for a lot of people to do, myself included. I have been working on finding that balance. I'm the kind of person that's very much, when it comes to my on season, my competition season, I am really good at getting 100% and going for that. And being able to deal with my business and home life and things, those all work in, but my main road is my competition. Once competitions, I've decided that my competition season is over, I make everything else pretty much a priority, which means my business, my social time, and yes, yeah. So it's not easy though. As I go into this new year, I haven't really found myself and what holds me back and those things. So I think for that, it's really important to not just be doing things to do things, but understand yourself and realize why is it that you go, like I go to the gym 3 hours a day, and that's so easy and so great for me to do, but the rest of my life gets put off. Why can't I go, and do the couple hours, but then find the time to get the other things taken care of? And it's not so easy. I find looking back that I put a lot of things off and concentrate on one thing. And so this year I'd like to concentrate on a few things at a time and be able to get those efficiently done while still, doing the fitness competitions and getting into some other adventures in my business this year. So.
And I think what you're touching on a lot is it's okay to grow. It's all right to get past what you know and get into something else, because most of the time we forget that we change our bodies, and you have to change your mind to change your body, and then you can't get to a point where you have to stop. That just doesn't seem like even any kind of logic where you're growing and you say, well, I can only get to this point, because potential means you have room for more. And if you get to you change your body, you change it from a fourth place position to a second place to a first place to an overall pro, and then you say, well, I don't think I can go any further. That's you limiting you, and I think that's what you're talking on. I have done it, you have done it, and we're teaching people to be better, and we're limiting ourselves. It kind of seems like, that doesn't make sense.
And sometimes being, having the position and doing that, we almost stress ourselves out, and we put ourselves to that place where, even we have those bad days where we're at, this high point and we are helping other people, but we can't always be that.
Yeah.
And we have to find that fulfillment for ourselves, because as someone wise once said, like 10 minutes ago, you have to find it in here. All this can't be what's in here. What's in here has to be what's all out there.
Yes.
And that's a very important thing, because we define ourselves a lot by what we do,
yes,
instead of being able to find ourselves by what we are. And it's a very hard thing, myself included, to sometimes grasp, because there's so many. You have people in your ear telling you how great you are and how wonderful you are and this and that. But if you don't feel that and you can't tell that for yourself, there comes a point when you really can't do that for like everyone. So finding that within yourself, I think, and if finding that for yourself is a very important thing. No matter who you are, when you find it, just, really coming back and being like, okay, do I really feel that? And if not, figure out why, because you deserve to feel that way.
Yes, you got a right to be happy.
Right, absolutely. So
now you've got things going on this year. I'd like you to touch on that, because you're finding yourself, but you're also, because you have a platform, you have a foundation, and there's things that fall in to a foundation if you're in the right place to receive them. And you busted your butt. Like you said, when you're on season, people are noticing you have that charisma. I mean, to be as popular as you are overseas, to people that have never met you, shows that you've just got that projection onto the camera, on the video, and just get out and you can reach through the camera, and that's rare, and it happens. So you know that you've got that. There's been doors, there's been windows that are opening up for you this year that are going to just, ask you to find another balance on the balance that you're finding right now.
Yeah. Yes, it's actually been like the end part of last year has been really good. I have come out with my custom body shop business, which is basically taking the same thing I've been doing, which is massage and fitness, but bringing them together into a collaborative package for people, because my working with professional athletes now, they do their workouts, but they get body work almost every single day of some kind, whether it's through the machines they use, me coming by and massaging them and doing body work with them. And so in my head...
People, not cars.
People, not cars, right. So custom body shop is just as people are just like cars. We need to keep them tuned up, and whether it's dings on the outside that you need to get buffed out and smoothed out, we have to do that to our bodies. Like, we're working hard, or if you're not working out and you're stressed at your job, whatever it is, you have to take care of yourself. And so through Custom Body Shop was a name that my husband and his friend came up with years ago, before he got into the head coaching position. And I love the concept, but I wanted to take it a little bit further. So I've created this whole like a whole thing for people to follow. So there's different steps, whether you're a more advanced athlete or you're just starting out.
So you cover the whole spectrum.
I did, because it's dependent on how many days a week, what your program is going to be like, how many times you're getting body work done. And so I have those, and I have the a la carte, so they're just the massage, or if you just want the training, I still do those two things. But my main focus is really to present it in a program form and have people follow it. And if they're dedicated enough and they really want to change themselves, I think it's going to be a good way to do so. And including the coaching for the competitions, for the bikini competitions.
And that went well.
And that went well, yes, and I'm still keeping up with them, and those girls are great. They're doing amazing right now, actually, so I'm proud of them. And So aside from that, so that's kind of like the business. That's my main thing, always been. But I've also gotten into randomly got offered some roles in some movies. So some a few like a few projects that are just starting. So I don't want to jinx it, but the scripts are good, the ideas are great, the roles seem really fun, and I found through a really great friend of mine who does some filming out here. He's helped me a lot, kind of try to reach in and grasp that, and
more growth.
so yeah, more growth on that, and it's something I can see myself not being stagnant at, but as things come along, growing with as well, and just getting out there and meeting people. So which I love to do, and
it works.
Spreading the word of fitness and health and fun
it
as
works.
well. Yeah. So
it changes lives, and I say this 1,000 times. If you want to get better, get around better people, not people that are projected as good or some kind of status, but people you know in their heart. You meet them, and there's just something that touches and shows that they are better in life. They don't demean people. They don't. Nobody has to be less for them to be more. It's always something that touches them about you that makes them reach out and want you to be better. Not to demean you, not to destroy you. I don't understand how people say they can destroy you and make you better. That seems foolish to me. You grow a body and it gets sore because of the discomfort, but I don't destroy you as a person. And I notice with you, it's always that, not a shove, but more like a balance to get them, we gotta go, because you are, and you're one of the most time-strict people, and I'm one of the worst.
yeah.
And yet you still stay with me, and you still give me that time.
Balance each other out.
Yes, and you just have that where it's like, I need you here now. Let's go. So it's always a motivational force, but not a punch.
Yeah, I am quite the lover. I've never been a fighter. As much as I'd like to say, this girl does something, I'm beat her down. Probably not. I'm probably going to be like, why did you do that? And like try to figure her out more than get in her face. But yeah, I think that you've described that pretty well. I do like to support and push people because I am not one to judge. I've been there, and so when it comes down to it, I can show the empathy and the sympathy, but also be like, all right, if you want to change it, let's do it. If not, I can only do so much for you, and I'll only be this much because I'm learning that I'm important, my energy is important, and so I'll give you some of it, but you have to reciprocate and giving me something back.
You have to be important to yourself.
Yeah.
And you've come a long way. I mean, I'm proud of you, and I know you and Dave work, and you work with the people, and it's just a constant growing and flowing. But we can't, like you said, we can't stagnate to the point where somebody that should be learning what we know right now isn't, because we don't move to a better place.
Yes, absolutely.
So, Faye, Happy New Year.
Thank you so very much. Happy New Year to you. I appreciate you.
I mean, we got some weather to deal with, and I think Monday's going to be even worse.
It's going to be freezing. We're going to not be able to get our cars out probably. But
probably not. But Hi-Fi Fitness, thank you so much. I mean, this is
fantastic.
Yeah, it's all kinds of stuff, and if anybody's in the area and comes to this gym, don't look at the door and think that's the size of the gym. This is a big place, because you were walking me and I'm like, okay, well, do we stop now? And you're like, no, there's some other thing in there, and this is some other thing, and this is some other thing, and there's just so many dynamics in here.
Yeah.
So as a person that comes to different gyms and sees them, this is actually bigger than the gym that's my home gym.
Yeah, this place has come along. It's been around a long time. We've got physical therapists in here, chiropractors. We've got some natural healers, and we do
That's some martial arts going on back
there.
Yeah,
martial arts back here. We've got pole dancing. We've got the cheer aerobics.
Pole
We've
dancing?
got, they're coming in. We've got.
Do you get any rappers in here? I know they like that stuff.
Yeah, no. We ain't making it rain or anything like that. Our Pilates, TRX classes, we do some training and certification classes out of here. It's just a big party of, it's a training gym, so it's not somewhere that you just come and work out, but there's like hundreds of trainers
but
here.
But now they got some serious weights in here.
Oh yeah. It's one of those places that you can you definitely can get everything done. Cardio equipment, and we've got our, pro store, and great people at the front desk, and it's just an all-out, colorful, fun place.
And colorful is a good word, because I like the colors. It's festive, it's bright, and that it's not. It won't take away from a good mood.
No,
it keeps
it
that
keeps it.
ambiance. It's got that. I don't know if they do the feng shui thing here, but it's working really well.
Yeah, they've come a long way. So, yep, Hifi at 820 North Orleans in Chicago, my second home. So we love it here.
And it is a good place to find because it's like right off of 57. So
yeah,
that's an easy reach.
It is. It's very, very good.
Even in this bad weather.
Yes.
So again,
thank you.
I know you got other places to be. You got a life out of the gym, and I'm loving that. So thank you.
Thank you, Kayla.
Thank you, High Five Fitness. You guys are awesome. Caitlin Patterson, Faydra Chantel, we are out.